Okay, it looks like we are live. So, um, today I'm going to be working on my preprocessor, fixing it up, because there has been some problems with it, so I'll put the link in chat. So, a couple things before I start. I am now a Twitch affiliate, so I'm still getting things set up, and I'm not sure how it all works exactly, so I do apologize if something's messed up or whatever. Something else, emotes are now a thing that I can add for, like, subscribers and stuff. Right now, I just created one. Yeah, it's just like a JavaScript joke thing. But yeah, if anyone has any ideas on some, then I would definitely like to know. Yeah, that would be very helpful if somebody has some ideas. So I'll be working on those over the coming weeks, hopefully getting them filled out. Yeah, so let's get started. So I'm working on the preprocessor, and it is for my assembly in my virtual machine. So there's some problems in it. The most important one is that sometimes it overreads and then we get garbage and it messes with it. So that is what we need to fix. So let me make a test file, and then I will import. Let's see. So yeah, /test /xcv.cache. Yeah, and then I will just try that because that was breaking it before. So if I build everything. And then I try to compile this. Test.tasm. Alright, expected close parent. So I don't know what that is about. Let me make a main and then push 5 and then entry point main. And you can see I do have syntax highlighting now, which is something I will discuss. Expected close parent. See, so that is part of what I'm talking about. Expected close parent. So I don't think it's anything that I did here. It might be with this actually. I don't know if that is supported. Let me actually do that. Exit out, move test.tasm into test. And then test.tasm, there we go. And then try to do that. Okay, and then it works. Test.tasm, okay. And let me just print this. Print is not supported keyword. Okay, I need to add that. So that seems to work. There were cases where it was not working, so I need to kind of try to figure out how I can get it to break. Cache. Let's open that, and then just remove the new line there. And I think that was, yeah, there we go. 207. Yeah. So let me run the preprocessor on this actually. So, well, actually, let me just print the output to the preprocessor in tasm.c. So, let me see. It's trying to do an add thing, and I don't want to do that. So give me a moment. How do I move it? Okay. I think I can do that. Alright. Alright. So let me see if when we call prepro. Let's see, we do call that somewhere. Is this in the, yeah, it's actually in the tasm lexi. We call prepro, like this. Let me see. Prepro, yeah. So when we call this, let's just print the current so we can see what it prints out. So if I go ahead and do that, and then I try to run it on the test.tasm file. Okay, it didn't actually, I need to rebuild it. Alright, I completely forgot about that. Okay, now we do that. That's the wrong command. There we go. Alright, now we can see what it is doing. So, return. Yeah, I don't know why it would be doing that, actually. We need to add a new line. That is probably a good idea. Okay, I think that is what the issue is. So, let me do that. Then tip.h. And then, I think, new line. Yeah, right here, we need a new line. Something like that. There we go. And then I need to go back into here. And I might need to rebuild it actually. Rebuild that. Okay. Alright, so now this is being cut off. So it's reading 1 too little. But did that new line up here work? And it did. Okay, so that is good. That is better. So now, yeah, we need to figure out why ret is not working. So it is reading 1 too little. So that is a bit hard to debug. Let me see if I can And zoom in a little. And then tip.h. And let's look at it side by side. By found label. Okay, so it is right here. This is being cut off right at the end. So I kind of forgot how it's set up. Is it because of this? I put index plus 1. Something like that. And then I'll build it. And then run it. Yeah, it still doesn't work. So that is not what the issue is. So, let's see. Why is it reading too far? So we can add a new line, but that is not a good fix. Yeah. So, so this is iterating that. Should, no, I think that should be fine. So, kind of hard to see it all here. So let's see, where are we reading? So we just read the file, and we're only looking for certain things. So that is what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. I kind of forgot how this works. So it is alpha, so that is where we are at. See, I might need to just add some print statements in here and try to figure it out. I could use GDB, but yeah, I don't know. Okay. So output index equals word I. That can be okay. If it is set the word value and said okay. Yeah, so I think this is where it's happening. So let me just printf output here. And then actually open the lexer and get rid of what we call prepro. Get rid of this, so we don't print the whole thing out. Let me rebuild it, and then we'll run it here. Okay. So it does print out the whole thing. Expected close single quote. So that did something. No, I didn't change anything, so we need to do something. But let me print that again. So we do basically print the whole thing here, but if I run that, then okay. Expected close single quote. So I don't know why that would be. I don't know why that would be exactly. So, all right, let's see. So we're printing it all out here. Let me notch that, and let me print f output right here. And let's see what that prints. So it still prints it all out, but not as many times. So this is called afterward. Yes, we get some weird stuff. Weird looking stuff. So it's a bit hard to debug. Maybe I will use GDB. I'm going to keep trying like this for a little bit, and then I might switch over to GDB, because it might be easier to sort of see what's happening if we do that. It's right at the end, though. So we're reading... Are we not allocating enough space for it? So we're allocating that. Do we need to call reallocate, actually? Let's do output equals reallocate. Let's see. Output and then sterling of output. Let's see. Size of var times that. There we go. So let me try that. And then run this. And okay. Invalid next size. So that is not good. Sterling output might not be. Actually, we have the output index already, so we can just use that. Output index. Because that is essentially the size. So it doesn't like that size. So I don't know why. Invalid next size. So what is... let me look at this. Let's see, realloc. Yeah, so that should be fine. So it does not want that. So we return output. Should... Ooh, it might be because we're trying to return it. Maybe it should be a... Maybe we should pass it in here. Like, just sort of something like, output like that. And then we don't allocate it here. Maybe we do allocate it here. But then we reallocate, and then we don't return it. Instead... times that. Okay, and then yeah, so let me just get rid of the return and make it a void function. Like that. And then in here, we don't want to do this. We want to do yeah, because we're not returning it. So we need function now size of $, just like that. And then we can call prepro, file name, length, 0, and then current, like that. And let's see now. Okay. How many are? Oh yeah, because I need to actually update it. Up here. Prepro. Alright, oops, that is pass. So, okay, because that is passed to pass. That is the problem. So, and starting soon. So, okay. Okay, yeah, let me go. So that is actually prepro. Let's see. Well, I can still update pass, like that. And get rid of that. Whoops. It's the wrong one. There we go. And then I need to update it down here as well, but I don't think I need this. I'll do it anyway. But yeah. So that should be fine. Oh, it's playing an ad now? Okay, is it actually playing an ad? I'm not sure. Let me see. I don't want it to do that. Okay. Yeah, I need to mess with the ads because I don't want it to be playing one right now, but I believe it is. Okay. I think we're good now. Hopefully. Yeah, let me keep going. So yeah, I think it played an ad, and I do apologize if it did. I will look into how to disable that. I have no idea. I don't know really what I'm doing. But yeah, let's see. So we need to actually pass it to prepro. Well, we need both, but so then we can go to prepro. And we can make this void as well. And it just needs to take output. There we go. And yeah, we don't want to return, so I can just comment that out. And now let me build it. Okay. Prepro declared here. Too few arguments. Okay. Pro. Alright. Okay, yeah, because this is where we're actually calling it recursively, so I want to get rid of that. So we can just do can imported buffer equals null, and then we can call it on this and pass the imported buffer here. And actually, we don't need to set it like this. We can just do that. There we go. Too few arguments to pass. Okay, so now we're calling pass. In here, yeah, and we need to pass the output here. Okay. Void value not ignored. That is because of this. So equals null, like that, and then yeah, we can get rid of this. Okay, build that, and all right, conflicting types. Because we need to redefine it as a void function. Void. What's that for one? Let's see, where is it? Yeah, so that's void already. And here I don't want this. Alright, and let's build that now. Okay. Conflicting types. Okay. 111 and 36. Alright, void prepro. Okay. So what is... Oh, I didn't provide... Okay, I need to update this. Output. There we go. And now... Alright, now let me try to call it. Alright, so it still did not work. Invalid next size. Okay. So. It doesn't like the realloc. So, let me do that. And then, site fault. Okay, so it actually broke by doing that. Alright, let me go back to returning it. And then we can sort of start over here. So it's going to be a char star. And we won't pass it in here. So we're basically undoing what we just did. That is fun. So we can do that. And then prepro. We want to do that. Result equals. And get rid of that. Get rid of that as well. Okay. Actually, I think I know why it's segfault. Because I was not doing this right. So let me just put it back really quick and try this again. Alright, and then if I go up here, so here we're initializing result for no reason. But we can do output here instead. Go back and then run this, and it still seg faults. Okay, so why it do that? Let's see. Buffer. Okay. Yeah. So let me just undo that, and then. All right. Whoops. Actually, yeah, I want to undo that stuff. Move that back to that. Alright, yeah, get rid of that. So make this char star result. Don't pass this in here. Okay. So this can be a char star again, and we want to return it. Okay, I can go down here, still return it there. Get rid of that quickly. This needs to be a char star. Can do that. Okay, and then go back up here. Let's see. This can be a char star. And we don't need this. Okay, and then this as well. Let's see. Okay. So do I need these at all? I don't think so. Let me just see if I can comment them out. Okay. Let's see. Too many arguments. Alright, yeah, so that is actually because of this. So, let me do that. Get rid of that. There we go. And build this. So, actually, yeah, we need to modify that again because we are calling it again. Repro. So, alright, G. Why does that say that? Alright, here actually where we are calling Prepro, we need to change it back. So, imported buffer equals that, and don't pass this in here. Okay, build that, output undeclared. So, oh, we need to actually do that, okay. So, conflicting types for pass. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Alright. Alright, I think we might need to define it up here still. So I can do that. Right there. And this can be a bar star. Get rid of this. There we go. Okay, and then it compiles again. Our problem is still not fixed. So, let me print what the length is actually of it. So here we have the length. F. And then length. Actually, yeah. So it's that. It's just a regular int. Build that and then run this, and 2508. So is that too much? I think so. So what can we do for that? Okay, actually. Okay. So something I can do. Let's see if I do that there. Can I reallocate it here? Current, and then I go char times invalid next size. Okay, so is that because it is too big? Invalid next size. Let's see. So is there a limit? Okay. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't want me to do that. While pointer. Alright, so what if we do char new current equals that, and then if new current equals null, then we will assert false. Otherwise, we'll do current equals new current. Alright, let's see. So, alright, it still doesn't work. So, what to do? If I increase this, increase this to be, let's see, something like that. I don't think it's valid, but let's see. And then I run it, then, all right, it still doesn't work. So that is not the issue. But we are setting this wrong. So reallocating it would not do anything. Okay, like that. Like that. What is? All right. Now where are we calling reallocate actually? Right here actually. We still are. So let me get rid of that. And then build this and run this. Okay, so it still doesn't work. So for some reason it's getting set improperly. Let me see. In here, it was buffer index. I think we can do buffer here as well. Build that, and then run it, and okay. So why are we doing that? If I do, whoops, if I do like +5 or something, then we should have a bunch of unwanted characters, right? Okay. Actually, do I have to do, is the length not good? Let's see, index, where are we setting the length? Let's see, ooh, I think it's in the pre-pro, actually. Pre-pro. Here. Result +1. Let me see, okay. So that is the length now. Okay, I think it is live again. So my internet just completely died, so I do apologize for that. But we are back now. So I did figure out, at least part of the problem is in here. We were subtracting 1 for some reason from the imported length. So that is like the recursive part. So that might have fixed the problem. So I was just about to find out. So let me, I just have to write, whoops, balls. Let me close out of that, and then, yeah, so I want to, freaking balls. Okay, so in the lexer.c file, like right here, there we go. Let me build it, and then we'll see, alright, yeah, so now it is reading properly. It still says expected close single quote. So that is in test.tasm. There is no line number 99 rather. Because it is not that big of a file. If I open test.tasm like this, you can see it is 7 lines. So that is not particularly good. Whoops, I didn't need to do that. So let me look in the standard in here. So, 99, is it somewhere in here? Well, I don't think it should be. So let me actually try to build all the tests in here and see if any of them fail now. Okay, so quite a few of them look like. All right, let me get rid of the debug statement because it makes it hard to tell what's going on. So let me not print any of these. Build this. Okay. And then, yeah, let me build them all and see what it says. Okay. So, it still is printing it out. I think I'm still printing it in here. Yeah, right here. So let me get rid of that. There we go. And then I'll build it, whoops, with -t. There we go. And, alright, so the first one already fails. Expected non-type, but found label. So it does not like that. So, yeah, let me print it out once again. And then we can find out what is happening. So that is with the exit. So, and let's see. Alright, standard defs.attach. So let me rebuild actually. And then run it. And we can see, yes. Alright, so this is why I was subtracting 1, I suppose. Because it was doing weird stuff like that. But this is really just an empty file. So, because it gets just replaced, because it's just definitions in here. I think I can get rid of that. Let's see, if I don't, actually, I think I might have broke something here, so I don't want to do +1. I didn't mean to build on the test. Let me just build it regular, and then try it on there again. And it looks like it might work. exit.tim. Okay, and then echo that, and that did work. Let's see, and all the rest of them I think built properly. If I run this, okay, they're all printing stuff out. So let me just disable that again. Right up here, disable it, and then build it all. Okay, and it looks like they all succeed. And then, let's see, we can do the test.timer, and it seems to work. Okay, so I think that we fixed the problem, I believe. Let me just make sure some stuff works. So fizzbuzz.tim, okay. Fibonacci iterative. Let's see, recursive. Pretty slow, but that seems to work. Let's try one of, let's do the printint example, or printint.tim, alright, and then we'll try print float. Alright, so that's pretty good. I do have in here the issues pulled up, so let me look. So I think that was actually fixed both the issues that we were having. So yeah, sometimes the read character goes one too far. We fixed that. So we fixed both of these, actually. So let me actually move it into the... because I was editing this from the chasm, the tim file folder, rather. Tim directory. Quit that. Okay. But I do have the... let's see, tip right here. So it's going to copy paste that from here. So let me grab tim/tip. And put it into here. And then, let's see, .h, that should replace it all here. Yeah, let me get rid of some of these things. Some of these debug statements that we had here. I think that was all of them. So, let me build this then. And then, alright, tip, test.test. Okay. What is test? Let me see. Yeah, it looks like there is some weird stuff in here. That is not good. So, let me see why it would be doing that. Okay. Let's see, if I get rid of that, and rebuild it all. Yeah, that still doesn't fix it. So, let me put that back then. So, okay, so when we are doing stuff, starting an ad again, but nobody's here, so, okay. Let's see. So that has to do with this, really. This is where we are doing the definition. So I think we might go one too far for this. We might need to do line minus minus after that. Or not line, index. So, let's see. If it is that, then we go through this, and we go, alright, get value. Plus. So what if we do that? What will happen? If I build this, then I run tip CLI on test.test. So yeah, that didn't, now it's all 0. Yeah, so that is not what I want. Yeah, actually I know what. So that is not good. What if I do plus though? I'm just kind of messing around. Alright. Yeah, so that didn't work. So index plus. So string length, get word. At, okay, and then we go index plus, we get the word, and then we do this. Alright, let me see. So does that work? If I copy paste tip.h into tim/tip .h, and then I tried to run something in here. Alright, so it looks like nothing great. So test.tim, is buzz, okay, .tim, and then echo this. Alright, so that looks good. And now it looks like we don't have any more of that stuff. So that is good. That is very good. Okay, so I think that is good for now. Let me look at the to-do list. Multiple imports don't work. That is fixed. That is fixed as well. So we do need to look at the line numbers. So let me actually commit this though, because we did fix some things. So let's see, fixed. Fix the overread error, which was causing both the issues I added. So this is basically closing issues number 1 and number 2. Yeah, because it's closed both of them. So I need to git add, I suppose. And then we can push that. Whenever it wants to go. So let me actually just close these. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I think I can just do close issue. And then close issue. And they might open back up if I discover a bug, but I'm pretty sure they are good now. So yeah, those should both be closed now. And we should have some stuff in here. Okay, perfect. So that is good. So now I'm pretty sure the line reading error is basically entirely in TASM. So really now I'm building the virtual machine in C. There we go. So that is what I'm doing now. I am no longer working on the preprocessor. So let me go to Tim. If I can find it here. Tim, there we go. Yeah, right here. Alright, so this is what we are going to be working on now. So I do have an open issue here, and this is for that. Alright, so let me make a new issue, which is what we are going to, we're working on now. Let's see, line numbers don't read properly, don't report properly when using preprocessor. Alright, that is essentially the issue, so I will do that, and then hopefully we can fix it. Fix it today. Alright, so I can close this for now. And now, let me actually commit this, because I do have updated preprocessor. Yeah, okay. So git, let's see, alright. So I can push that, and then I will start working on the issue that we just opened. So this is sort of just cleanup stuff. But hopefully the preprocessor works much better now, and we won't have some of the repeating issues that we've been having. So let me see, did that work? There we go. Alright, perfect. So let me do a git clean, and then we can look at some stuff. So if I go into, for example, the standard one, and then I do something that is not valid here. So just put a 5 there. And then I try to compile something. So let's see, which one can we compile? Let's just do print int. Compile that one. I need to rebuild it. And then we can compile. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Alright. Expected non-type but found int. So that is 7. Okay. See, so that is actually 1 off. Alright, so that's not a big issue, but it is 1 off. And I think if we do something like this here, 123. Let's see, how off would that be? 187. Alright, so with 1 off it looks like. So, let me try to, oh yeah, it works now. So if I edit in the actual file, how off is it? 50, like that. And then I'll call that, and that is 9. So that is 1 off as well. If I get rid of the imports, then it will actually have a problem on its own. So if I try to run that now, I guess there is no problem. So let me just put a number here and see if it is off. 7. Alright, so it looks like it's all off by 1. So that is hopefully an easy fix. In the TASM Lexer, so let's see, where do we iterate the line number. And so if we encounter this, well, it doesn't really have to do with that. So line starts at 1. But do we iterate it when we start, actually? If we encounter a new line, it should start at 1, because that is what is expected. So if we do this, let's see, where do we iterate the line number? So we set the line number equal to stuff that we encounter here. Okay. So, let me print the line number at the end. Line, just like that. Build this, and then I will go into test, and then I will compile the print in. Actually, that works. So, alright, so that's the line number at the end. So if I open that file, then how many lines do we have? So we have 11. So that is not right. So yeah, we can't. So when we're setting each of the tokens, let's see. So anywhere that we encounter a new line, we want to iterate the line. So that is what we do here. But it's off by 1 regardless. So what's that? Line plus plus. Okay. Maybe it is something to do with the comments. Well, that wouldn't be really affecting it. So there we iterate that. Where do we set line in here? Get file name. Okay. Index, and then equals that. Okay. Line equals that. But it's not breaking in there. So if I just change this to 0, temporarily, go into test, and then we compile that. Yep, that's the right one. Something like that. It doesn't print the line number anymore. Did I get rid of that? Yeah, I don't want to get rid of that. Line, just like that. And then I can go over to here, and 12. Okay. Wait, that's still not right. So, even when we start at 1, it still does that. We are setting the line on each token, right? Let me open the lexo.h. Each token has the line, right? So yeah, we have the line and the character. Let me look at the initialization of a token. So we pass the token in there. Let's see, where do we initialize a init token? We pass the line in there. So in here, check built-in keywords. Let's see. Token type text I. I is less than that. So if I go into here actually and make a new line, this goes up, right? It does not. Because now that is actually valid. So that is a bit strange. Can I get it to be a new line if I do something like that? We do get an issue, but it does work. That does work. That is a little strange. Type non-null. Not sure why that is, but... And the file name is null, so the file name didn't work. Interesting stuff. Okay, I put 0 in here. Then that is actually correct. But it says at 11, and it's at 10. Yeah. So, it is off. Let me get rid of the imports again. And then put something in there. Then, alright, so it is 11 still. Yeah. Okay. So it has nothing to do with the imports. Yeah, that is not the issue. Okay. Generate keyword. So here we init the token and line, but we won't encounter a new line on any of these, so we shouldn't need to worry about that, because we just passed the line in here, so that is fine. Here as well we pass the line. Generate no. It's a bit inconsistent that we don't pass it as a pointer in this one, but okay. Line in there. Let's see. So where would we encounter an actual new line? Not really in a character, or even in the string. So, yeah, so I don't know. Let me iterate this to 1. Do that again. Alright, so it's still 12. Let me just do line minus line. Which won't work because we actually set the line based on all of those. So it will say the right thing now when we do this. Alright, it says 11, but it still reports incorrect. So I put a 0 there, it'll still be incorrect. Yeah, as you can see. Yeah, it's at 11. So I need to figure out the cause of this. Line. Let's see. So we iterate line here. Print F. Just print the line. Whoops. Just like that. And we'll put the line in here. Okay. Build this. And let me just go over here to do the actual compiling. I need to actually go in the test. Okay. So line 8 is 8 at the end. Alright, so it gets set to this in here because this is in the actual standard one. Let me see what it is at the end actually. So it is 208 in the standard.dash. 20. Alright, so it is still 1 too long there as well. But then we start as 1 here. And we go up. We end at 8. Okay. So we start at 1. But then it's 7 when we go into here. And it becomes 8. Let me get rid of the import so it's a bit more clear. Right. So that didn't actually get rid of the imports. I guess the preprocessor doesn't... it doesn't ignore the comments. Okay. Yeah, that is something that I need to do. It still doesn't work. Let me just get rid of it entirely. I am compiling the wrong file. Okay. Alright, so we do have a syntax error there. Let me do this. And then also do standard defs, like that. And does it import them still? Okay, it does. Yeah, so that is an issue that I do need to fix, actually. Yeah, because we don't want that. If it's commented out, it should be ignored. So I do need to add an issue for that. Just open an issue, and I probably won't be able to fix it today, but that is something that I will keep in mind. So, let's see, preprocessor definitions and imports still are in effect even when commented out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I will fix that. Okay, not right now. So now we have that open issue, so I won't forget about it. Yeah, so let me just get rid of these. Oops. And then I will leave the lines there. There we go. Okay, so we get a syntax error. But we have 11 total lines, and that is actually correct. So it does have to do with the imports. Okay, so 810. Yeah, so actually this does break. But then if we add the import, standard defs.patch, like that, yeah, we still get the undercode label. That is on 6. Oh, yeah, so then it gets messed up. So it is actually when reading from here. Reading from this. Let's see, line equals that. I do -1. Okay, and now let me do this. Then it prints the right thing. It is the right thing there now. And let me import this as well. And we have 12 lines, which is actually correct. But now if I put a problem, an issue like that in there, line 10, okay, character 5, that is actually correct now. Okay, and what if I do something in the, let's see, what if I just put like a 0 in here? What will that do? 10, 1. Okay, and that is 10. Alright, so that is good. And then in here, if I go right in here and put a 0, and then build it like that. 176.5. Okay. There we go. So I think we actually fixed that. And that was a big issue that we were having. And that is actually so much better. Okay, that looks good to me, I think. What if I switch these up? Does it still work? Because it should, obviously. Okay, and 12 lines, that is correct. And if I get rid of that one, we have 11. Alright, perfect. That is actually superb. Yeah, let me get rid of this print statement. And then we have another one up here, and I think that is all of them. Let's see, where is it at? Right here. Okay, and then rebuild it. Go over, whoops, go over to here. And alright, we don't get that problem anymore. But we do print this if we do something like that. Alright, perfect. That is actually great. Alright, let me commit this now. It does need further testing, but it looks pretty good right now. Let's see, fixed line numbers. Fixed line numbers not reporting properly when using it. Preprocessor. There we go. Close, and then I think this is, let's see, what issue is this? It might be number 3. Yeah, number 3. Close number 3. Okay, so let me close on, and then I'll see what the commit number is. Okay, whenever it wants to go, there we go. Okay. So, let me see what this commit number is actually. Okay, so I think, does it detect when I do a commit? Oh, okay, perfect. So it does do that. So I don't need to manually close it. That is good. I haven't really worked with GitHub like this before. So we might be able to look at the tip problem that we're having now. So if I go back into that, right here, titanium preprocessor. So what was the issue? Alright. So yeah, we just basically need to detect if there's a comment and then completely ignore that line. So we can do that pretty easily. Let me go into here and then into .h, and basically if buffer index equals that, then basically just wall does not equal a new line. Wall buffer index does not equal a new line. And index does not equal like this, end of file. Then we're just gonna iterate the index plus plus, and then at the end we'll also do line plus plus because we did encounter a new line. That might be it actually. So let me actually open up the test.test file that we have here, and let me just comment out this one, test2, and then build this, run tip CLI on test.test. Okay, and it looks like it ignored it. So let me ignore all of them, and then try that, and we don't have any imports. And let me see if the line is actually correct. So let me print f line like that. Alright, and call that. Line is 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, yeah, that looks good to me. So I think that actually just that was it, I think. Alright, and I can get rid of this, and I'll leave the X, comment it out, and then run that again, and okay, and the X is there. Alright, that is perfect actually. That is perfect. Yeah, so if we can commit that now. Yeah. Let's see, close. What issue is this? Close number 3. Let me actually type out the message first and then close it. Let's see, fixed the comments. Actually, let me try it on the one more thing. Test2. Test2. If I comment that out, and then I run this on test2. Okay. Looks like it still isn't. Because it should not just delete it. No, it should delete it. That might be fine actually. Yeah, let me try it on test.test. Okay, and A, so that is where A is fine. Alright, so that did work actually. So, yeah. Fix the issue where comments will not cause the defs and imports to be ignored. close number 3. And then I'll push this. And it should close this. So that it just got a ton of stuff done today, so that is superb. Yeah, even though it's not adding really new features, it does make things a lot nicer to use. And it also works better, obviously. So if I refresh this, I think this should be closed. There we go, closed. Perfect. Yes, and then the commit is here. So yeah, that's pretty good. I don't really have anything else planned to do. Yeah, so all of that is fixed. This is actually the tip. So I'm gonna go to 10 right here. And let me see. So we do have the issue with the Windows assembler. So maybe I could look into why that doesn't work. So I haven't tested it actually on Windows. So let me just build for Windows. And then call line, it is TASM. No, it's TASM.exe is what we want to call it. TASM.exe. And then, let's see, call it on test.tasm. Let me do something like that. And there's no test. And then see what it says. Label power loop already declared. So why is it saying that? Let me get rid of that actually, since we don't use it. And see, alright. You know what? I didn't actually update the preprocessor in here. So let me actually grab that. Slash tip. No, I want tip.h. I want tip.h. Tip.h into Tim. There we go. And then, alright, we should be good. So let me build it again. And then if I try to compile that, alright, yeah. So line TASM, /TASM, TASM.exe on test.tasm, like that. I'm going to label that. Alright, so that is not good. Test.tasm, that is on line 7. So it doesn't recognize this label. So labels are all wonky. So let me try to actually fix that. So that, let's look in the parser. So in the labels, yeah, right here. So let me see. Declared label. So it's not, the hash map. Does the hash map not work in, it should work, because it does work with the preprocessor. And it did work before. It was working at one point. Alright, let me open up test/fib. Actually, let's try exit. And then exe. Nope, cd10. There we go, tasm.exe on exit.tasm. Alright, and that works. Exit.tim, because we don't use any labels here. So if I declare a label, main, and then add entry point main. Whoops. Entry point main. Yeah, then we get undeclared label. So it doesn't get the label properly. But it does on the regular TASM. Could this be a wine issue? Perhaps. Maybe. Yeah, I might need to just test it on regular Windows and see if it's an issue with wine. Because I don't really want to mess with stuff and then break it for everything else. But label index equals null. So let me actually head value.text and just see what it outputs. Let me compile this and then run it with that. Okay, so it doesn't print anything. I didn't rebuild the Windows one though, so yeah, so it prints nothing. So hashmap put, let's see, do we check it? So so let me print here. Basically print the So token stack index dot text, and we can see what it is. I build it for Windows. Like that. There we go. Then run that, and okay, 0 is the text. Ooh, why is that? But then if I run it with Chasm, then it is main. Okay, that is strange. So it thinks that the text is 0. Why does it do that? Okay, handle token def. X minus 1. Let me do that. Build it for Windows. And then try to run this. Actually do line. Yeah, so we get the same thing. Huh. That is weird. So we're putting it in the hash map. The stir line of that. Yeah, why does it consider it to be that? Yeah, I feel like I need to just test this on an actual Windows machine. Which I don't have it set up right now, so I can't do that. I cannot do that right now. Let me... Okay. Yeah. Let me just make sure I didn't leave any debugs out. Alright, yeah, so... That's probably gonna have to be it. But something I will do is actually make a new directory for tools, and then if you can give me a minute, slash alright, I have in here syntax, and then if I look at it is TASM. Yeah, that was the name that was available because TASM was actually taken already. So I have that, and this is basically the Vim syntax file. And let me just add print here, because that is actually print. There you go, just like that. And this is read only. So I need to call this, and then we can add that. So add print, and then we can actually watch it update in real time. So now if I go back here, and then test.tasm, there we go, and print is highlighted now, because if you remember before it was not. And this is actually for the register, like so if we put R0, then it will highlight it as a register. So we had to do some fancy rejects. If I'm being honest, I did take this from BM. Yes. Yeah, I took it from VM. Yeah, the BASM implementation, and I just modified it to work with line. So yeah, there is no Emacs one or anything like that. So if you want to add that, you can figure that out. Yes. So there is actually installation instructions here. So I will add it to the tools file. So if I copy paste let's see, this one into tools, just like that, and then I go into tools. Whoops, it is in here, tools, there we go, and now we have that in there. So you can take that, and it has the instructions, so you take it, and then if you're using regular Vim, then you put it into your, okay, there's an add in progress. So, how do I get it to not do that? Yeah, give me a second. So, okay. Bum. Okay. So I don't know. Alright, so I think it's still going. So basically, yeah, so you take it and you put it into your Vim source, or well, if you're using regular Vim, you put it into .vim folder /syntax. Or if you're using NeoVim, you can put it in user share NeoVim runtime /syntax directory. And then in your vimrc file, you add this line. Or for NeoVim, you add this to your init.lua. It just runs a vim command, and it will do all this. So then you can have the highlighting if you want to use this for whatever reason. And then it should automatically enable, because any TASM or, let's see, this is not right. It is cache file. There we go. That is actually what you want to put in there. So I do need to update that. Update that in here. Whoops. Nope, now I just mess it up. TASM.vim, and then do this. Yeah, so this is not right. It needs to be cache. There we go. So do that, and then yeah, and then I'll just do that, and there we go. All right, so now it should all be right. And then we have print in here now. Yeah, and this is for the registers because it checks if it's R and then any of that stuff. Yeah. So again, I had to call it TITASM rather than just TASM because TASM was actually taken already. Yeah, but the extension is still not TASM. So yeah, so then that's how you get all the fancy highlighting like this. And it doesn't highlight labels like this, but that is okay. If you define a label with a colon, it does highlight. So that is good. Yeah, and you could see all the other highlights. So that is pretty cool. So let me just git add this. Added vim. Let's see. .vim for syntax highlighting to tools directory. There we go. And then I will push that. Whenever it decides to go. So, right. There we go. And now, we should be good. Okay, there we go. So let's see. I think that is going to be about it for today. Next time I will prepare a little more, and then we're going to be working more on the assembly. Probably extending the extended library, stuff like that. So yeah, I appreciate